Got a 2003 Mini Cooper, 5-speed. Transmission is well, it don't go. She runs, but she don't move. And first thing to check is the shift linkage down there. Already got the battery out, got the computer out. Gonna take the battery box out, air cleaner box, so I can see what's going on down there. We'll see what happens after that. Here's a complication. Taking the battery box out, got this one bolt, it just spins. The nuts broke free underneath. It's just plastic box. There's my solution. Pull saw with no pilot drill in it. I think I'm there. There we go. Disaster avoided.
Push on the clutch pedal once. Well, that little lever moves. Okay, like that. Yeah, that moves. There it is. That's a start.
So it's not the easy one where it gets it out of shift linkage, huh?
Nope.
Damn it.
It's not on the outside of the shift linkage.
That was the easy choice.
I know. Now I make it go in the air.
No, I went out first.
Okay, more diagnostics. Got the car in gear, got driver's side on the ground. That turns way too easy. I don't know if that's good or bad. More investigation. Okay, now we got both tires up. Spin this one, the other side doesn't turn, still in gear. But have a listen. We'll see if that's good news. Okay, on the underneath side, got our CV shaft, comes across, that's your inner joint, that's your outer joint. She don't sound bad there. Let's see the other side. Got our inner joint, our outer joint, and seems that the outer joint turns. The inner joint don't turn. She kind of flops around. I think somebody's been hot rodding too much. That's what I think. We'll open her up.
Well, let's dig into this side and see what we find. Oh yeah, Minnie likes to use studs. Hate them.
Okay, on the Mini Cooper, you got your ABS wheel speed sensor. They just got little grommet kind of deals on there. I'm going to see if that's going to give me enough room to swing everything out. Same with the brake hose. Then maybe I don't have to take the caliper off. But down on the nut, they dent it in, and you're supposed to get in there with a chisel and knock that out. I'm probably not going to, because I'm not reusing the nut and I'm not reusing the axle. And you got your tie rods you need to undo, and then down in there we'll have a ball joint to break loose, and theoretically the whole thing will swing out and I can get that out.
Let's go underneath. tell me all I need to do now is to get underneath this inner CV and she'll just pop right out. And leak fluid. Let's see what happens here. And take care not to damage the case. And oops, there's my fluid. Woohoo! Almost looks like there's enough room. Yes. There we are. That's definitely shot there. Do a little diagnosis here. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to do this. Looks to me like it just fell apart. So what we got here, we got the axle shaft coming from the differential on the transaxle that drives this inner race. This inner race is supposed to be held on by this little spring tension snap ring arrangement here. But somehow I decided to leave. She's kind of buggered. But it snaps in there. So it drives this. And then, got these ball bearings. What do we got here? 5? Looks like we ought to have 6 somewhere. They fit down in these slots. And axle turns, it pushes on that ball bearing. And in turn, that ball bearing pushes on these little grooves right in here. And that makes her go forwards or backwards or what have you. And I don't know if you can tell on the slimy thing, but this is radiused, as is this in here. So it should work on the same plane, so we can come in there and steer and have suspension travel and all the good stuff we always ever wanted. Then we've got the cage, which is kind of a puzzle to put together. Hey, there's Buck going. But anyhow, your inner race goes in that cage, and the ball fits in there, and that keeps everything spaced in position so that the ball doesn't sit there and walk back and forth this way without the others. Keeps them from binding up and such. Get this pulled back out. Get some grease off of it. And hopefully you'll be able to see this. See how chipped up that is there? It's not on all of them. It gets a little better as you go around. I mean, this doesn't look bad here, but yeah, these are bad enough for all of them. That's going to make it bind up, and the ball gets stuck in there, and sometimes you'll hear a CV shaft click when you turn or going down the road. What it is that ball hangs up in there and then pops out. And usually the inner race gets rough like this before the outer does, because it's smaller diameter and has less surface area to share the wear across. But you can see, maybe, it's getting pitted up in there too on some of these. And greasing just gets more grease. Anyhow, you can take my word for it. There's pitting on the inside. of this outer race, the cup. So that's why you get new ones. But this was a lot better than I expected it to be. I was expecting transmission troubles and high dollars, and I was kind of worried about that. All we got to do is replace this CD shaft. I'm going to replace the seal on the transaxle that goes into because I've disturbed it. Thing's only got 90,000 or something on it, but still. A few dollars and we should be ready to go. Get that go-kart back on the road. I might bring you along for putting it back together. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. More important than any of them, comment, please. Thank you.